6 years in the making, this McLaren F1. Oh my God. So guys, this year is going to be a bit of a different start to the car week videos. Normally we drive up from LA straight to Monterey, which these guys are doing, but unfortunately I have to go back to Toronto for 1 day, so we're at LAX. For me it's going to be about a day and a half, for you guys it's going to be literally 2 minutes, but I'm going to fly back to Toronto 1 day, and then Wednesday first thing in the morning we are back in San Francisco, then driving up to Monterey, and before you know it, we'll be back in car week. And just like that, we've arrived at Pearson Airport, so we have to go to a friend's wedding tomorrow. Gonna go home and go to a little car meet tonight, but then right back to car week. So guys, I know you're here for car week content. I know we're suddenly in Toronto, but this is kind of like a really weird start for me for my car week that I have to fly back and then fly, you know, back to California. Just want to take you guys along with me. I don't even know if I'll film it, but I'm going in the GT4 right now for a little car meet here, and then tomorrow I'm just gonna go to a friend's wedding, and then we're right back to car week. For you guys, it's literally gonna be less than 2 minutes. But for you guys who are just here for the car week stuff and haven't seen any Toronto videos, just behind the scenes, what it's like back home. But literally, I'm here for a day or two for you guys. It's gonna be literally 2 minutes. So guys, we're gonna be at car week in 1 minute, but for now, we are on the way to the wedding that I have to fly back for. And soon we're gonna see on the highway a car that you guys will recognize. And there he is, you guys see it coming up. It is Jason, YYZ creator. We drove his E63 to California. Now we're both going to this wedding, and then tomorrow, or really in 12 hours, me and him have to be at the airport to go right back to car week. But now it is some Toronto stuff. So the wedding parking lot, we got the GT3RS, the GT4, and the M2. Jason, are you ready to be at car week in 2 minutes? And Benny in the E63. Okay, so about to go pretty much to the airport. Wedding is done. So there's lots of Toronto car stuff you're gonna see, but Nikko brought the Ferrari 348 and the rest of the cars you saw before. And we are off to Monterey.
S2000.
Yeah, an S2000 for 6 cars. It's in the back seat.
There we go, boy.
So guys, we are here. We have officially arrived in Monterey. Now we have missed so much stuff this morning and yesterday, and I'm sorry, I usually try to get you guys the best coverage, but we missed the Sesto Elemento, F1s, everything yesterday. But right now, we are on the leap, we're on the hunt. Already saw an F12 TDF. I think today's gonna be pretty crazy. Stick around for the whole video because the cars driving around this year, I think this, at least from pictures I've been seeing, might be the best car week I've ever seen. Ford GT. So we are back. We missed an F1 that was right here a few hours ago, but at least we got the Koenigsegg Agera HH. Yeah, late start to car week this year, but not a bad start. But yeah, as much as I'd like to say with this Koenigsegg, it is car week. There's even an SF90XX on the other side of the parking lot. I don't even know if we're gonna go to check it out because we gotta be on the hunt for some serious cars. Right now we're gonna go get a drink because I'm running on no sleep, and then the leap is gonna start. Found another spot. We are going across the street. I've been here for 10 minutes, and this is like the 3rd hypercar we've seen. It is wild this year. I've never seen a year like this before. So we found the Tomaso P72 at the gas station. We saw this in Greenwich like a month ago, 2 months ago. Now it's here, one of the first cars we spot this year. Definitely a good sight to see. So guys, stay tuned for the whole week because this is an average gas station on a Wednesday at car week. We got a Tomaso at this pump and the Koenigsegg Agera at this pump. See, it's really weird because outside of car week, you see cars like this and that, and it's like, okay, I got my whole video. I'm going to spend 10 minutes on these cars. That's going to be the video. But here at car week, I mean, we're just starting. This is going to be the smallest part of the video of today. I don't know what else it's going to be, but I'm not going to film 5 minutes of just these cars because otherwise I'll have 2 hours. So we're going to, I guess, move on to whatever's next. And Tomaso is heading out. We're definitely going to see this car again this week. And guys, if there's wind noise, I am sorry. It is extremely windy here, but Monterey, like every little mile is different weather, different wind, different everything. But Koenigsegg is about to leave.
See you probably in like 30 minutes.
Probably.
That's kind of how car week goes.
Let me know if you see the car though.
Oh, yeah,
The F1.
I'll shoot you a message.
Yeah.
For sure.
GT as well. And we have a Testarossa and Testarossa and Diablo 6.0. Not bad, but we are going to do an ultimate leap right now. If this leap succeeds, it's a leap that is like 6 years in the making.
Are you still gonna propose? Excuse me, do you know where Big Sur is? Johnny! No, didn't answer. You can't park there!
Oh, wait, they are.
Z06, we got the new ZR1. We got a Daytona Spider and an E-Type, but we don't care because we're going on a real leap right now. We got some cars coming. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, that's pretty cool. 1M. GT2RS. Oh, F40. F40. Another GT2RS. Another GT2RS. And a GT2996. Not bad at all. We don't know if it's real or fake, but there's... I don't know. Is this... There's no... I feel like it's not real, but it's still pretty cool. Might be real, though. I don't know. 6 cars. What do you think?
That's car week right there, man. Look
Oh,
at this
yeah.
guy. Just loving life, dude. Ladies and gentlemen.
JDM week indeed.
Actually, really nice.
We got a 993, we got a Supra, we got an R33, and we got 6 cars losing his freaking mind.
Oh, let's go. No more F1s on the channels, guys. Only Skylines and Supras, so stay tuned.
Okay, so our little mountain run leap kind of failed. We were trying to find an F1. We couldn't get to where it was, but there's some other very serious cars here, like some of the highlights of Car Week, actually. So let's go there. It's a car I was really hoping to see. Okay, so this is probably so far the best lineup we have seen at Car Week, which has only been a few hours for us, but I don't even know where to start. The Sesto is really cool, and I really want to see the Sesto, but P1 Spider is like, that's such a cool car. I think there's maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these. The Elva, honestly, could live without it. But the rest of everything here, HDK, Spider, P1 friggin' Spider. But yeah, pretty epic spec on this P1 Spider, kind of like the Golf livery one that used to be in Toronto, which is now actually in California. Maybe we'll even see it this trip, but I gotta say, the Spider, just something about the lines. You know, the left Ferrari had an Aperta 918, obviously, was a Spider, and now you can kind of convert your car as a P1 to be another one of those. Now, I do love the P1 Spider, but I don't know. These wheels, I think they're a little bit too big in my opinion than the Elva, but the full rear end of the Sesto Elemento is off. And yes, you heard me right, Sesto Elemento. This one is street legal, apparently, in the US. One of... Nobody really knows the exact amount of cars Sesto Elemento's made. I've heard 4, I've heard 6, I've heard 7, and some people say 20, but I think it's probably around the 6 or 7 cars ever made. Did not even notice there's a 911 ST directly across. I don't think anybody's really noticed because look at the crowd, but man, Car Week is popping off. So Sesto Elemento, road legal. This thing is wild to see. Full carbon body, like take a Gallardo, take all the weight away. Like there's literally no dashboard. This thing must be crazy to drive, but again, nobody drives these. Nobody sees them. Like, these are probably the most rare Lambos that you will ever see, other than maybe Veninos, and even that, this might be more rare. And someone's going to be driving it around this year. This is one of the craziest cars I've ever seen at Car Week. So we might not be done for with the spot we were trying to see. Apparently, it's going to be coming down through here in the next 10 minutes. And it's not just one car. I think there's like 5 to 6 like heavy cars that we're going to see. One of them is a car that I've been trying to see for 6 years. I've waited for it on the side of the road before, and I never saw it. But right now, I got confirmation that the car is on the way. Okay, so I think this car was a part of the convoy. Yeah, this car was a part of the convoy we're looking for, but that's not the car we're looking for. Okay, here they come. Here they come. Starting off, we have this red 675, but behind that, look at the spec on this P1. But if you think that's cool, that is nothing. Huayra, whatever. SF90, whatever. Now, Enzo, but 6 years in the making, this McLaren F1. Oh my God. Another P1. Another P1. What was that? Six years in the making, and we finally saw it. Crazy. 6 years trying to see that P1, and finally, not the P1, I'm sorry, the F1. 6 years, I'm still on the side of the roads, hoping it will come. That car usually only comes out once a year, and if that. Finally, we saw that car. LP640 Roadster. Not bad at all. Oh, that's a cool car. Silver wheels. Oh, Zonda. And this.
My days.
Damn. We got a Ferrari F80 over here. Damn. That is serious cars. And another serious car. We got the Tomaso P72. Guys, this is like, we're not even halfway through 17 Mile and look at all the cars we've seen. GT3RS and Largo in silver. Silver actually looks pretty good on it. That's 765. Okay, so we got two Chiron Supersports, just found them, both with the sky view. But yeah, we got the carbon body one with the blue accents and also the white one right here. The interior is really nice one. I think a white and black mix, kind of like the outside. But yeah, two Supersports, fastest car in the world currently, I believe still. But two next to each other, just the average things you see here in Monterey Car Week. Okay, so not just the two Chirons here. There's also another hypercar over there that we might go look at in a bit. But this is something that I haven't just seen out before, like as it is. As you can tell, this is not just a regular SL. Look at all these logos right here. This is the Maybach SL. Now, I don't know if there's anything really special about this car. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a bit of a waste of money. Mercedes, if you guys think I'm wrong, maybe give me one to try out. But I just see it as a bunch of Maybach logos on an SL. I don't think the engine's any different. It probably doesn't drive any different. Like, in my opinion, this car's a bit of a waste of money. You don't need a super luxurious two-seater car. I mean, yeah, you got the big Maybach logos and everything, but I do not see a point to spend the extra money on an SL Maybach. Okay, so on the downside, Monterey is absolutely filled with people this year. I mean, we normally at this point, like, it's pretty quiet here. But on the upside, there's also a lot more cars than any other year at this point in the week. Okay, so starting off here, the blue carbon fiber Huayra Roadster, red interior. There's a weird amount of these cars in this spec. It was kind of low on spec, but it's a really good looking spec. The blue carbon looks really good on this car. And the Huayra Roadsters are just kind of known to be a little more reliable, more usable than the other Huayras. So you do tend to see a lot more of them, but two more cars rolled in here that we got to go take a look at. So we have an F50 with the hardtop on next to this F40 Euro spec without the big plastic bumpers. Even though the US specs are worth more, I just think Euro spec looks so much cleaner. But man, the F50 is such a cool car. Now this year we are going to see a ton of Ferrari F50s because this is the year of the F50. So there's going to be more F50s than we've ever seen before in our lives. But what a lineup here. Also next to that is a Speciale. You can't forget that. Great car, and these things recently have gone crazy in price. Okay, so for you guys that are new to the Monterey videos, pretty much what we do is we drive from hotel to hotel, different places, different events, check the cars. There's different spots we got to make every day, but a big part of it, a big place we go to almost every day is the Polo field. So what this place is, if you look behind me, it's where they unload all the cars. So all the trucks are here, and it's almost like a mystery box of cars. You don't know what's on these trucks. There is literally like 50 trucks here, and they keep, you know, new trucks come in, new trucks go out, and you don't know what's on the truck. So every few hours you want to come here, check, see what's new. You never know, like a McLaren F1 can get unloaded. So right now we heard there's some cool stuff that got unloaded. We're going to go check it out, then after that we're going to keep moving on. But it's kind of good if you're in Monterey, you want to check the Polo fields a few times a day, because every few minutes another car gets kind of unloaded. So for example, we have a 300 SL Roadster, like a Ferrari 250 Testarossa, Diablos 6.0. I mean, these are all super cool cars, but it's just like a place full of cars. A Countach 5000 Quattro Valve. On that trailer, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a Lexus LFA Nürburgring edition. I mean, we don't know, like all these trucks are closed. There could be anything on these trucks. Okay, so there's a Countach 5000 Quattro Valve that I just showed you guys. I just realized, I didn't know, it's not black, it's green. And usually the Montana plates are black too. These ones are green to match. It's like a dark green. The interior, oh man, like the white interior with the green Alcantara. This is such a clean spec on this car, and almost like a matching 7 Series next to it actually, which is like perfect two-car garage in my opinion. So like I said, LFA Nürburgring, it's getting unloaded. So pretty much if you stand around here, things will just get unloaded off the trucks. And this is one of them, good example of that. But obviously the main thing at Car Week is you can't stay at one place the whole time, because you're gonna miss everything everywhere else. So you gotta find the equal spots of, like, you gotta be here for 20 minutes, go there. Like, you wanna just make sure to capitalize how much you see over the week. You're gonna always miss something. You'll never see everything, but you just wanna try to see as much as you can. Okay, so now we are at Carmel. So a lot of the videos you see of cars driving around, at least from back in the day, they were mostly here. See, there's a crowd over there. There's a ton of cars, but this is like kind of the main area. If it was not downtown Monterey, which people kind of would get confused. But as you see, this is Wednesday, but it just cars. And it is packed. And when it gets late, it is crazy here. There's people revving, this, that. Like, it used to be a lot more calm, which honestly is more my preference. But if you want to see a ton of cars and you just want to see mayhem going on, this is where you come, especially after it gets dark. But also you have, like, in the street below, there's like the Miller House and like a lot of different companies. You'll see Pagani's there 24/7 and De Tomaso's and all that. But on these side streets, people just street park their cars, like 911 turbos and stuff. But for example, one street down, there's going to be Pagani's. We're going to go take a look at them right now, and then we're going to keep going. We have a 48 Pista and a regular 48. So this is just Wednesday. By the time you get to like Friday, Saturday, it's like, it's crazy here. Oh, M5 wagon. That is pretty cool, actually. The blue's kind of nice, and the silver wheels, I think that's the way you got to spec it. Okay, so we are at the Miller House, I believe, or whatever it is, but there's always Bugattis, Paganis. Yeah, Miller House. We have another, we just saw a carbon Chiron Supersport. We have another one right here, World Record Edition, the carbon with the orange. And then here, there's the Zagato Speedster, I believe it's called. One of, I don't know, very few. We saw a few of these in Europe. You know, just redesign of a, I think, Vanquish. They're pretty good looking cars, but to be fair, I don't think you're really getting your kind of money's worth for these. And I think because of that, they're actually depreciating, which is pretty crazy for a car that's this limited. But one of the greatest cars of all time. We saw this driving briefly, and we also saw it a few months ago somewhere, but I could not film at the time. This blue Zinda S is so cool. It's a right-hand drive. Original, has not been 760s, hasn't been changed. Like, these cars are so clean, and it's so hard to find original because everybody that buys them kind of ends up personalizing them, and they change the original look. So there's very few original Zondas left. So as you can tell by the crowd, everybody's here for the Zonda. Like, these cars are cool, but everybody's here for the Zonda. Next up is a Huayra with a Tempesta package. So Tempesta, they kind of upgraded the front lip, wheels, exhaust, all that, but it's still the original gull wing door Huayra. I love these things. Everybody started buying the BCs, the Roadsters, and I think these started kind of disappearing. And the reason they're kind of disappearing is because honestly, a lot of the people that bought these bought also Roadsters, BCs. They had multiple, and at the end of the day, you're not going to drive the first version of the car. They want to drive the updated version that has all the new tech, the new stuff, drives maybe a little bit better, is a little bit faster. But I just think these just look the best. But for the Pagani guys that wanted to actually drive their cars hard, they made this, obviously, only track Huayra R. Now, a few people have done like a road legal conversion of these, but I feel like you more do that for the flex to kind of say you have one that can go on the road, because it's not the best car to drive on the road. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult to actually operate, but this is just like as hardcore of a Pagani as it gets. But we have kind of the whole lineup. You have a Huayra R, which is just your hardcore track car, the regular kind of Huayra, and then the classic Zonda. But as you can tell, places like this all week are going to be this packed because these cars are going to be here the entire time. Now that's a car right there. So I'm pretty sure this is the manual, like really high mileage LP640. I think Ed Boley might have bought it at some point or something. I don't really know the story with it, but super high mileage LP640 manual, still worth crazy money. I didn't even realize there's a C6ZR1 right here. These are, so wait, that's a fake GT2RS. Hold on. Well, wait. Okay. Is it? That was a brown and leather interior. That is a turbo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a faker right here. This guy thinks he can get away acting like he's got a GT2RS, but that is not a GT2RS. Oh no, and his plate is Porsche GT2. Guys, this is a scam. We are being lied to right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a turbo, and he made it seem like that. And he put a license plate that said GT2, and then also a 5000S Countach, which is pretty cool. And he's got the GT2RS lip. Guys, I'm sorry, you might hate me for roasting someone, but that is so fake. I am sorry. I'm okay with you putting the body kit like what the car is, but don't put anything with the badges. It's car week. People are going to notice, especially when you open the door. It's a full brown leather interior. That is not a GT2RS. This is sick. We got the skis on top of the 300 SL Roadster. I believe we saw this car maybe in Moto or something. Definitely seen this car before, but the skis are a move. Also a wide body Performante Urus. What is, oh yeah, I don't know if it's a Heritage Edition or just the same. Yeah, it's a Heritage. Okay, so we got a Heritage Edition GT3RS 992. Now, we only see these in the US because in Canada, we for some reason couldn't get the Heritage. I know a few people got like a similar spec, but this is the Heritage 992. And Stefan's trying not to get in the shots, but I'm going to ruin everything he just did for him. And we got a Mercy Roadster right here. Let's see, is it I think it is gated. Yeah, that is a beautiful spec. Okay, so we are at Big Sur again. We were looking earlier for the F1 and we found it, but now we have two F50s, one in yellow, and guess what? Sorry for the wind, by the way, but another one in yellow, and we got Project One right here filming and setting up their cameras. Sorry for the wind, but this one's supposed to sound crazy. Obviously, they both sound crazy, but not bad. Now let's see what that one sounds like, but guys, double F50, you cannot beat a double F50. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now let's see what this one sounds like. Sorry for the wind again. This is so windy here. But I hope you guys stick around for the two F50s at least and not click away because of the noise. But look at Project One going off. These guys are the best guys for any car documentaries, car videos. Project One, check them out. They have the craziest videos. This is the guy behind it, Derek. This is the type of stuff he does, and it's like, it's the most entertaining videos, most interesting and well done. Look at this, double. And so again, sorry for the wind noise, but they're coming back. There's nowhere else in the world. Look at this view. This is like a wallpaper right here. Again, I'm so sorry for the wind noise, I'm trying to block it. But this is why Car Week is so great, because this is something straight out of a poster, and I am just standing here witnessing it, and I encourage anybody. Again, I make these videos because if you're into cars and you really just want to be mind blown and have a vacation, it's not a typical vacation. It's a vacation where you see the stuff you enjoy. Come to Car Week. It is the most unbelievable, unreal thing. It feels like you're in a video game. It's like, this is pretty normal to see a Car Week, which is absolutely mental. That is an interesting street find right there. Diablo SVR just parked, street parked on Ocean Avenue. I mean, Car Week is speeding up. I love this place tonight because look, Diablo SVR, there's an Aventador SV right over there, and we are just getting started. I think there's gonna be some wild stuff parked up. 991.1 GT3RS Lava Orange. Okay, so not a bad spot at all. SF90XX, painted roof. I think a lot of them do have the black roof, but carbon wheels. Street spot, and we're probably gonna keep walking or keep driving around and see what more there is. And this just drives by. Doing some garage spotting. The last few years it's been like Pagani's and stuff here, but we weren't sure. But you know what? Definitely not a disappointment. This is, honestly, I'd rather see this than a Pagani. Murcielago SV, you never see these cars because these were supposed to be 350 cars made, but they came out during the recession. And because of that, it's a limited car that actually never sold all the units they're supposed to make. I believe the actual number is somewhere between 186 to 220 something cars, but the plaque says one of 350. So the car is actually more rare than it says it is. I think probably if you look at all the Murcielagos that look like this, there's more fake SVs than real SVs, because a lot of people put SV kits on first gen Mercedes, LP640s, and they just, yeah, they kind of made it so like it's almost like a Shelby Cobra where you see one, you're like, oh, it's probably not real. But here at Car Week, good chance it's real, and I believe this one is real. E-gear, because I think only 6 to 7 cars actually came in a manual. A few cars had the ducktail. This one has the big wing. It's a typical look you see, but no SV stickers. This is such a cool car. Murcielago SV, in my opinion, is going to end up being one of the greatest cars ever made. It is super dark here. We got help right here from a camera, from a light guy.
We're going to light paint it really quick.
Yeah, we're going to light paint. But yeah, we got a 12 cylindry, or how are they going to... I know they're going to roast me because you're supposed to say it in Italian.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, close.
Cylindri, something like that.
Something like that. But here it is. Is this a coupe or... that? Yeah, I don't know if the convertibles are out yet. I haven't seen one. But yeah, not bad. Just on a dark side street right here. Oh, speedster across. I didn't even notice it. Yeah. Heritage edition too. So this is what I love about Car Week. You see one car like, oh, this, and you look behind it, oh, there's that, and you look behind that, and there's another one. So we saw this right here. So that's a 911 ST on Saudi plates. And then we keep walking, Diablo SV on Saudi plates. But then if you look in the background, R6 GT. Oh, and what do you know? GT3RS as well. M4, maybe a GTS. I think it is a GTS. Like, this was all within the span of 30 seconds. Car Week is wild, and just wait for the later days, guys. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because every day gets progressively better and better and better. Random Countach street parked, and it's kind of drizzling a little bit, but yeah, cars are still out. Zach, I know, I'm blinding you right now, but we can't see anything because this is pitch black here.
Yeah.
But the eyes of the goat sees everything.
What do you mean?
And we literally walked past, didn't even see there's a car here, but apparently somewhere here there's a T50.
Yes.
And you leaped it.
Yeah, it's right here. I was looking for parking. I think it's the prototype.
Yeah. Is it XP4? Yep.
PS4. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, not bad at all. Manual. This is, yeah, it's not obviously not a US car. They haven't been delivered, but literally ditched in the pitch black in Monterey or Carmel. There's just a T50.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty mega.
This Diablo is so cool. Pretty much, it is not pretty much, this is a race car. And again, Monterey Car Week. Race car parked on the road, no big deal, just in the dark. This is a cool spot. We're literally kind of starting to potentially finish the night. I don't know, with Car Week, you just never know. We might do a bunch more stuff, so don't click off the video. But we are just getting food and, oh, sorry, a lot of sirens, but 911R, orange stripes. I think this is chalk, orange brake calipers, but 911R, this is really freaking cool.